Good afternoon, Penny Pitcher Farm fans, as we're gathered around feeding these ladies a little treat this afternoon, plus we're feeding them their minerals. And they're out here getting that. Plus we done a little fly spraying, fly treatment this afternoon. And they seem to be a lot of flies around now. You can kind of see they're kicking around. The flies are flying, and we can see these little calves got a few of them on them, but we give them all a little treatment and got it sprayed on them. So hopefully it dries on and maybe dries the flies up a little bit to where they won't be a flying on them as bad. But they're eating these minerals up right now. And I told you the next batch that we got, we'd try to get a ticket here to see what all that this minerals is made out of. And just looking around, let me see here. I got to put my bifocals on here to where I can read this ticket and see what's going on. But as we look at the ticket here, we see that guaranteed analysis. Looks like got calcium in it. It's got a little phosphorus in it. Salt. Looks like the salt that's an NaCl mixture, and sodium that's just Na, a mixture. It's got potassium, magnesium, copper, selenium, zinc, a vitamin A, a vitamin D, and vitamin E. That's all in the mixture, the analysis reading of these of this minerals that we put in. And it's mixed with garlic. There is a garlic, strong odor of garlic in it. And I was always told before that garlic was good to ward off flies, but now I don't think there's anything to that compared to these animals here before I just sprayed, because they were heavily eat up with flies. But now there's not a tenth of the flies on them as there was before I sprayed. So I'm hoping that this spray mixture, and of course what it is, it's a mixture that you mix with about a gallon of water, and you spray on them. And you put about four little squeezes, I call it, but it's probably about 4 ounces to the gallon. Let me see if I can pull it up here. What we're putting on. Promethium 10 is what we're using. And it's a Gordon's product, Promethium 10, livestock permist spray. And like I said, it's doing good. Evidently, it's got a picture of horses and cattle both here on this container here that's got it, and so it's good for those animals anyway. But like I said, it's doing the job, because we're not seeing the flies that we did. So it's doing the trick. I drug this trough over here to the top of the hill above the pond, and so they can go down and give them a drink out of the corner of the pond there whenever they get done. Because I know this mixture that we just put in here for them to eat on, this magnesium and the word I'm trying to think of, can't think of it right now, but it's got the salt mixture in with them, so they'll drink a little bit. Right there was 30, I believe I seen there, and you can see the flies that are around their head there. They was a lot worse than that a while ago, so hopefully this spray will take care of it. But you can see right here behind them here, we got rose bushes blooming, and not only rose bushes, but blackberries, briars that's putting out a bloom. So all of you all that's got the wives that can tell them apart, you can probably look at them and tell them apart real easy right now. But we got a whole field full of this here on this hillside where they're all bloomed out. And usually you'll have you a cold spell during blackberry. That's usually the last winter that you have in the spring of the year. Last little cold spell. And it's not nothing that gets down to 0 or anything, but it's a cold spell that gets down probably in the upper 40s, low 50s. But it looks like this year, we're probably, in about a week, we'll probably have a little cold spell, and that'll be what's called blackberry winter. That's usually the last winter that we have in the spring here in eastern Kentucky. And this grass is already starting to head out here, I noticed. And got plenty of it. A lot of young grass, a lot of clover coming up in it. And all the different brands and stuff. And different origins of grass. Makes a good mixture for them to eat on. And you can tell they're plenty heavy. Let me look at them calves right there. They got a good belly on them. And plenty of weight. There's one of her heifers there. And she is doing good. And like we say, well, she has not had her calf yet, nor has April, the one that we've got over here on the other side, the Browning. She's not had a calf yet. But they're both kind of, they won't get around them much. They won't get around the cattle because they don't want to be butted on much. I'm kind of glad to see them. I guess that's an innate ability to have when they know that they're with something's about to happen, so they don't want to get treated roughly here by the other animals. So they're not in no in a chain of trying to figure out where they rank in the herd, like you see right there going on. And but they're all doing good here. And like I said, we fed them here in the shade. Sun's out here. It's about 80 degrees here in southeast Kentucky. Pond's right down there to where they can get to in the corner of it. And we intentionally got this hillside right here. And I came over last night and watched them a little bit. And they stayed primarily on this hillside picking around these little bushes. And so that was good. That's what we wanted to see. We want them to pick on this hillside because it's steep enough to where our tractors, you can't get over it safely enough to knock these bushes down. But we got a neighbor or two who's got a bigger tractor that's spread out a little wider that might be able to get them to come over and knock that down one afternoon when they got a few minutes. But anyway, this is Penny Pitcher Farm, and enjoying a beautiful afternoon that the Lord has blessed us with, watching the green grass grow and giving God all the glory for it. He's blessed us so richly here at Penny Pitcher Farm. So as we look towards the eastern sky, we'll see you later. Good day.